What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Trailer Time. It's Mohit and Jamel, and we love trailers more than Alfred loves Bruce Wayne. And from that intro, I'm sure you could have guessed what trailer we're going to talk about today. You guessed it, The Batman. I bet you guys are really excited to talk about it and dive into it with us. We are just as excited, and we're going to start right after you press subscribe and give us a like and hit that bell icon. And now let's get into it. Oh boy, I'm so excited to talk about this, you guys. I don't know about you, but I'm a huge DC fanboy. DC has been part of my formative years, and I'm so excited. Every Batman movie I'm so excited for, and this one has put me on a level so much higher than anything else. I think this movie will be a new launching point for DC's slate of darker films. They're definitely trying to go for that role more. Look at the Joker. I mean, can you think of a darker movie that's come out in the past couple years? And that's something that's really important because Marvel has monopolized on the action comedy genre of superhero movies, so they can't go that way. They're always going to get compared to Marvel. So they need to branch out, they need to be different, and that's what they're doing. DC tried to be dark in the beginning, but they rushed into it to create a universe, and it failed miserably. Do we need to bring up Suicide Squad again? No. So they took a step back, they really used the foundation of what comics are in general as kind of a launching point for themselves. In comics, you have so many storylines. Not all of them are connected, and you have multiple universes playing out. Not everything needs to be in one shared universe. By doing that, they've opened themselves to so many more avenues and opened a ton of doors. I think right off the bat, the one thing let's talk about with this trailer and this movie is just the tone, you know? Batman is dark. Batman's always going to be dark. His backstory is really fucking sad. There's no way you can have a comedy Batman at all, other than Lego Batman. And even then had some dark moments, I'm gonna be honest. But the darkness, this trailer conveyed that tone so well. Hyper-realism, the grit, it's all so apparent, and we're all here for it.
Let me just say, in front of all of our viewers, that was one of the best explanations of, like, one, someone's individual love for a character or franchise, but two, explanation for, like, what makes this trailer, this character's icon. This is brilliant, bro. Bravo to you. That was an amazing moment. It was incredible.
Thank you very much.
I second everything. Like, I don't share that fandom for DC that you do.
Not many people do anymore, Batman, honestly.
Since Christopher Nolan cut my brain open and implanted his entire hopes and dreams into it, sewed me back up and sent me out to live in the wilderness for 30 days. When I came back out, I realized that Batman might be the greatest superhero of all time. And so for someone to come in and bring another rendition of this character, everybody in the entire universe was skeptical.
Absolutely.
And what they have done is take the simplest idea, which is the fact that Batman's a regular dude. Batman is a realistic human being that lives in a dark universe, starkly resembles most of our reality. Mm-hmm. And when you take that and you extrapolate that, you get this beautiful masterpiece, dark energy and like hatred mixed with love, and then like greed and dirt and filth, and then you wrap it all around and you give it muscles, and you can also beat people up. Like, it's just so good.
So
I mean,
good.
The red from the beginning, that red, like blood red from the beginning, like set the tone for the entire trailer. Like that idea, and then the tape, like way that they use the tape. I mean, there's just so much going for this Batman. I'm thoroughly impressed.
And this is a teaser trailer, so it couldn't give us a lot of information. It had to give us glimpses of everything, and that's what it did. And one of the glimpses it gave us was of all the different characters. You know, the first scene is the Riddler tying up some random guy, duct taping his whole face. It looks like the Riddler is taking cues from the Zodiac Killer or something.
The first scene.
If that's not gonna set the tone, I don't know what will. And then the second scene, you have a voiceover from Jim Gordon, Jeffrey Wright.
From your secret friend. Underneath the bridge. Who? Topper sprung a leak.
Then you got Catwoman doing what she does best, breaking into safes, scrapping with Batman. Although you don't see Alfred, you do hear his voice.
You're becoming quite a celebrity. Why is he writing to you?
Which I think is a great move because that's kind of what Alfred is to Bruce Wayne and Batman. That morally right, justified voice in his head that keeps him on the straight and narrow. And then I think I want to throw out some special praise to not only Colin Farrell, but the people that did his makeup, because Colin Farrell's Penguin was absolutely unrecognizable. I was blown away with...
Yo, I'd look at it 6 or 7 times.
Exactly. The makeup, unbelievable, great work. He doesn't seem like he's gonna be short, but he still has that manic, evil presence that the Penguin's always been known for. I said this in the DC fandom rundown video, but I think the Riddler is just a great choice for a villain in general. He's no superhero, you know, he's an intellectual equal to Batman, or he likes to think so anyway. His costume also just looks kind of like something a crazy person would put together. Luckily there's no green spandex with question marks all over it. Sorry, Jim Carrey. And, you know, he's also the perfect villain to showcase the detective side of Batman. Something people always forget about. People tend to forget that he's the world's greatest detective, not just the richest man this side of Tony Stark. And putting him up against a Riddler like this, who seems to be just as grounded, just as crazy as Batman, is going to make for one hell of a story, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I'd actually say my X factor for it is Penguin.
This guy's crazy!
I think it's going to show a lot more of like what Ra's al Ghul and League of Shadows did, which is show like the underbelly of like society.
Yeah.
Within like money and power and finance and influence, which I mean you kind of get from the Joker, but you really don't because it's like an anarchist character.
Yeah.
I think that having something like the Penguin is honestly kind of rare if you think about it throughout the entirety of the franchise to really get like a major influence from Penguin.
We got Danny DeVito.
Yeah, I got Danny DeVito. Shout out to Danny DeVito. I was actually the scariest person.
The perfect person to play the Penguin back in the day.
Yeah, I think, and that's a good point too. Like Dark Penguin is different from like the Penguin that we see.
Exactly.
Like Dark Riddler is definitely different too. But I think that Dark Penguin is going to bring out, in my opinion, a lot more other characters from the Batman arcs that are also like evil. It's going to be a lot more like messing with Batman's like personal side. I think there's going to be like an opera relationship there. I think that's why like they had that overlay right after we saw like the Penguin scene. And I also think that this is going to be like a more realistic version of a Batman movie than we've ever seen before, with the addition of like the Riddler. They made the Riddler, rather than be like a villain like you said, the Riddler is literally just like genius guy who happens to be like a serial killer,
right, with
like his own set of justice and motive that is like similar to what you would see a typical like Batman villain, where they have like this level of self-justice, like which they both have vigilante justice.
I think we gotta talk about, you know, Robert Pattinson a little. He is gonna be Bruce Wayne. I have always given the benefit of the doubt, especially after seeing his performances in like Good Time, High Life, and even Cosmopolis. He gave us a wide array of his skills. So I was always going to be cautiously optimistic, and I think this kind of paid back my faith a little bit. He looks great. His Batman voice is up to par. You know, it kind of reminds me of Christian Bale's take on it, which in the Bruce Wayne scenes, he seems to be still kind of struggling with his dual identity of Batman and Bruce Wayne, which I think is a really interesting aspect to tackle because they never tackled it before. Like, you don't really see it in Christian Bale, and every scene I saw him in, you could really see the searing rage in his eyes, which I thought was great. And that's what Batman always has. He's always angry. Not to take a line from the Incredible Hulk. But my only small gripe is that his cowl, his mask, looks kind of bulky, but honestly, like, he's just starting off. He's not going to have the slickest suit. That's just me. Yeah. I'm still super excited.
It's nitpicky, bro. It's nitpicky.
Exactly. And that's your job.
Exactly. I was literally about to say, I don't want my Batman to be super emo and like way too emotional, because I still think there's a level of that we saw with like Christian Bale's rendition where like even though everything is like terrible, life's awful, there's still like this like light or like this hope that Batman represents. Yeah. So I would like to see at least like a little bit of that.
Maybe he realizes that and he's going to figure out how to do it better by the end of the movie.
Probably, yeah.
It's going to be interesting because this is his second year as Batman. So he's had a year of trials and failures. Like so yeah, he's still pretty young. So we'll see. I mean, you got to see the Batmobile. It looks like a muscle car, which is kind of cool.
Like the old school Knight Rider.
Exactly. It's not like a tank like the past movies have given us.
Yeah. It's like machines.
Let me ask you this. Can you tell the plot of this movie based on this trailer?
No, because really all they do is they show the Riddler like killing people, and then Batman is like trying to figure out why he's doing it. But like other than that, like they really just only give you that. That's the entire thing.
Yeah, and that's the point. There's a teaser trailer. It's in the name. It's just teasing everything. It's teasing the plot, the characters, the tone and style, the Batmobile, the level of the beatdowns Batman's gonna give some thugs.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Feel for that guy. Even the iconic catchphrase.
I'm vengeance.
They're teasing every single aspect of it, and as a teaser trailer, it plays out everything perfectly. It succeeded in building the hype and excitement around the movie by giving you glimpses and pieces of everything that's going to make this movie awesome. And I think because of that, a lot of people who wrote off this movie as soon as announced are now going to be huge fans of it.
Yeah, they're going to convert the non-believers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, let me point out like something huge, which is I was worried that we weren't going to get same kind of action. Bro, he beat the shit out of that guy. Yeah. I was so happy when I saw it. I was like, that's all I need. Alright, I'm convinced.
Yeah,
that's all
that's all you needed. You needed that one little tease.
So good. That was such good choreography. Yeah. It was amazing.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm not even gonna ask you if you're excited to watch this movie based on the trailer. Anyone that say otherwise is really dumb. And I'm just gonna give you my rating for this trailer. It gets 5 out of 5 for me. I'm a DC fan. I love Batman. Look what I'm wearing right now. Honestly, everything about it was great. It had a perfect score. I didn't touch on that, but you did. It had great score. It had great cinematography, lighting, setting, tone, style, the hyper-realism, everything about it. I was all in. I loved this movie. So I've seen this trailer a dozen times already.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 5.3 out of 5.
Oh, okay. I thought...
Give my point.
All right.
5.0? I'll give it 5.0 out of 5. To, like, stick with scale.
All right, cool.
5.0 out of 5.
There you have it, everyone. All positive thoughts, really. I mean, honestly, I challenge you guys to find someone that didn't like this trailer. If you do, send them my way just so I can talk to them, see what's going on in their head.
Come and see me. Actually, even better, also, find a better Batman trailer. Period. Honestly.
That's right. Thanks again, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, share this video with all your friends. How many times have you talked about Batman? Hopefully a ton. Talk about it some more. That's all we need.
You can never stop.
Exactly.
We don't.
Thanks again. Tune in next time.
Peace.